Hello everybody, I hope you are all fine. Today inshallah we're going to talk about factors, okay? We are going to talk about how to find factors, all the factors of a certain number. I'm going to give you an example. We are going to start with 36. We want to get all the factors, to list all the factors of 36. The factors of 36, it means the number you are going to multiply together to give you 36. So we want to list all the numbers that when I multiply together, I'll get 36. How to make this? Okay. Of course, the first two numbers that I can multiply to give me 36 are 1 and 36. So the first two factors of 36 are 1 and 36. Okay. And then I'll check. I'll use the divisibility to help me to know how to get all the factors of 36. Okay. So I'll ask myself, is 36 divisible by 2 or not? I know that any even number is divisible by 2. Okay. So 36 is even. It's going to be divisible by 2. So I write here 2 times. But I don't know 2 times what to give me 36. Then I'm going to make division. I'm going to write here 36 and 2. 3 divided by 2 equals 1. 1 times 2 equals 2. That's minus, so it's 16. 16 divided by 2 equals 8. 8 times 2, 16. Zeros. So 36 divided by 2 equals 18. That means 2 times what equals 36? 2 times 18. So first, the first two factors of 36 are 1 and 36. And then I ask myself if 36 is divisible by 2 or not. And I know because it's even number that it's divisible by 2. But if you can't know 2 times what equals 36, you're going to divide 36 by 2 like this. And 36 divided by 2 equals 18. So 2 times 18. Let's go back here. And then, so we take it gradually. You first divide 36 by 1. So it's 1 times 36. And then you ask yourself if 36 is divisible by 2 or not. And it's divisible by 2. 2 times 18. And then you ask yourself if it's divisible by 3 or not. We know that to know if a number is divisible by 3 or not, you can add the digits of this number. 3 plus 6 equals 9. 9 is in timetable 3. This means 36 is divisible by 3. So I can make here 36 divided 3. 3 divided by 3 equals 1. That is 3. I subtract them, I'll have 6. So 6 divided by 3 equals 2. So 2 times 3 equals 6. That's 0. So 36 divided by 3 equals 12. So I write here 3 times 12. And then I ask myself, 36, is it divisible by 4? I know that if half of the number is even, so the number is going to be divisible by 4. And also we have 36 in timetable 4. So you know that 4 multiplied by 9 equals 36. And then you ask yourself, is 36 divisible by 5? We know that a number is divisible by 5 when it ends in 0 or 5. So 36 is not divisible by 5. So I'm going to skip 5 and I'll move to 6. 36, is it divisible by 6? Yes, we all know that 6 times 6 equals 36. And here at this point you should know that we have listed all the factors of 36. Mr. How did you know that? I know that because I started to repeat the factors. Now I have 2 6. Okay, when you start to repeat the factor, you should know that you have listed all the factors of 36. And then you can list them beside each other like this. You can make a line like this one. And you're going to move like this. Okay, so you're going to write them in order. Okay, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and we're not going to write 6 again because we have already wrote it. 9, 12, 18, and finally 36 itself. So this is the answer for this question when he asked me to list all the factors of a number. When I ask it to write all the factors of a number, I have to make it using this or these steps. I'm going to give you another example, and I want you to, if you didn't get it from the first example, I want you to pay attention for the next one. Okay, I'm going to write here 48, and the task is to write all the factors of, or to list all the factors of 48. So how to list all the factors of 48? First, I write the first two factors. For sure, it's going to be 1 times 48. And then I ask myself, 48, is it divisible by 2? Yes, we know that. 48 is even, so it's going to be divisible by 2. And then I ask myself, the 42 divided by 2 equals what? You can make it using division, and you'll find that 48 divided by 2 equals 24. And then I ask myself, is 48 divisible by 3? You can add the digits. 4 plus 8 equals 12. 12 is divisible by 3, so 48 is going to be divisible by 3. So you always use divisibility rules to help you to get the factors of a certain number. So I'm going to divide 48 by 3 like this. Okay, 4 divided by 3 equals 1. That's 3. So it's 18. 18 divided by 3 equals 6. So this is 16. So if I want to divide 48 by 3, I'll get 16. So this is 3 times 16. And then I'm going to make 48 divided by 4. Is it divisible by 4 or not? Yes, it's divisible by 4 because half of it is even. Half of 48 is 24. So it's even. So 48 is divisible by 4. So I'm going to make 4 times. If I don't know 4 times what equals 48, I'm going to divide 48 by 4. It's going to be 21. Then I ask myself, 48, is it divisible by 5 or not? Of course it's not divisible by 5 because it doesn't end in 0 or 5. So I'll skip it and move to 6. And I'll ask myself, 48 is divisible by 6 or not? For sure it's divisible by 6 because it's divisible by 2 and 3. And we know that when the number is divisible by both 2 and 3, it's going to be divisible by 6. And 6 times 8 equals 48. And then we move to 7. Is 48 divisible by 7? No, 48 is not divisible by 7. So we move to 8. So it's 8 times 6 again. Then I'm going to repeat it. And I have said that when you start to repeat, then you should know that you have listed all the factors of a number. Okay, so the factors of 48, you can move like this. So it's going to be what? It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. I'm writing them in order like this. Okay, and then 8, 21. That's a 12, not 21, sorry. Okay, 4 times 12. So that's a 12 here. And then 16. And then 24. And the last one is going to be 48. So this is again how to list all the factors of a certain number. Okay, let's move to another example. And we are going to move to another important point. What if my number like this? If I give you a number like this one, like 11. What times what equals 11? Actually, we have only 2 factors for 11. 1 times 11, okay? 11 is only divisible by 1 and the 11 itself. So we have only 2 factors here, okay? Let's move to another part. What about 7? What about the factors of 7? You'll find that there is no other factors for 7 except 1 multiplied by 7 itself. What about 2? What are the factors of 2? You'll find that it's only 1 times 2. Okay? So, mister, what do you want to say here? I want to say that for some numbers, you'll find that they only have 2 factors, 1 and the number itself. For all of these numbers, we call them prime numbers. So the numbers that has only two factors, we call them prime numbers. Like what? We can list them, they are infinite, but we can list them like till 20, for example. So these are the prime numbers. Again, the prime number is any number that has only two factor. Okay, we are going to list them till 20. We can write 2 has only two factor, it's only divisible by 1 and itself, and then 3, skip 4, and then 5, 7, 11, 13. No, 15 is not prime because 5 times 3 equals 15, and also all time is 15, so it has 4 factors. So we move to 17, okay, and so on. They are infinite, so I cannot write them all. So these are called the prime numbers. So again, the prime number is the number that only divisible by 1 and itself, the number that has only two factors. Mister, but you didn't write 1 here. 1 is prime or not? Let's discuss it together. If you want to get the factors of 1, what are the factors of 1? It's only 1 multiplied by 1 itself. How many factors do we have here? It's only one factor, because 1, I'm not going to repeat it, it's only one factor. 1 has 1 as the main factor or the only factor. So because 1 has only one factor, I cannot say that it's a prime number, because the prime number should have two factors. Okay, so the smallest prime number is 2. 1 is not prime, and he can ask me why. He can give me an example like this. He will ask me 1 is prime or not, and why. So 1 is not prime, and why? Because it has only one factor, and we know that the prime number should have two factors, 1 and the number itself. So for 2 it has 1 and 2 as factor. For 3 it's 1 and 3. For 5 it's 1 and 5, and so on. So the smallest prime number is 2. The only even prime number is 2. Okay. So this is for the prime number and factors. I hope you get it and you understood how to list all the factors of a certain number, and you recognized the prime numbers, and you knew that the prime number is the number that has only two factors, 1 and the number itself. And you knew that 1 is not prime because it has only one factor, and the prime number should have two factors. Thank you.